Just pull the plug out. The Bering Straits is the name given to the narrow body of water between the Arctic and Pacific Oceans that separate Russia from North America. Known for its rough seas and freezing temperatures, you couldn't think of a better name for a series of rugged steel-hulled explorer vessels. Bering Yachts was set up in 2007 by Alexei Mikhailov, himself from northeast Siberia, not far from the Straits, building first in China before moving to Antalya here in Turkey. Since then, he's been serving a hardcore niche of owners looking for compact yet capable explorer yachts from 20 up to 45 meters. But recently the brand has enjoyed something of a boom in popularity and currently has 16 hulls in build in various stages of construction. Moreover, they're just about to deliver their brand new flagship, the 44-meter Bering 145 behind me here. But that's for another video. First of all, we want to find out more about the shipyard that built her.
When I set up the company, of course, I didn't think about mission. I didn't think about real business. I just built a boat for myself, and I couldn't find a suitable boat because, in my opinion, the real explorer, the boat go anywhere, should be steel hull, aluminum superstructure for the weight distribution, and built as a commercial boat.
Just for understanding how standalone this boat, by all characteristics. There is nothing like this on the market.
You mentioned safety and sturdiness, but you don't build to ice class.
There are more than 14 different ice classes, and it's all very specific from area to area, from class society to class society. So it's very, very complicated topic. So none of the boats under 24 meter technically cannot be ice class, because the requirements for machinery, mainly for machinery, not thickness of the steel, not some other percussions, but power you need to break ice. But ice class is not practical for pleasure boats. If they ferret, if they build as a super yacht, nobody in their right mind will bring to the ice formation.
It's inevitable. It's like ailerons.
The Bering fleet has gradually expanded and grown in size in response to customer demand, but the exterior design by Australian designer Scott Blee and Alexei's heavy displacement construction methods have remained much the same. In fact, Alexei used to run a commercial fishing fleet in high latitudes, and that experience instilled in him a profound respect for the sea in all its guises. So today he builds his yachts primarily with safety and seaworthiness in mind.
Safety is a base of comfort. If boat is unsafe, doesn't matter what your interior is, doesn't matter what your machinery is, you can't achieve the comfort, because your mind state will be not receptive for anything other than, being safe.
There is no resistance in the whole shaft line, and the thrust bearing is a part of this shaft line. And after the thrust, we connecting with the gearbox, connecting the shaft with a cardan.
So with one hand, I'm moving 7 meters of shaft and the gearbox, basically.
Yes.
Yeah, wow. So this is the new Bering 145 coming in from her first sea trials. You're just about to deliver your new flagship, the Bering 145, which is also your first yacht with hybrid propulsion. Do you think hybrid is something that all superyacht shipyards have to offer their clients nowadays?
In my opinion, it's a stage of the hybrid, same like with the cars. You need it, you don't need it. Hybrid is there, so everybody offering it. And I think it should be offered, because at this stage of technology, it gives you some advantages.
It's a little kitchenette there.
Yeah.
It's a petition here with a sliding, I wouldn't say it's a door, it's like a gate. You can basically join these two rooms. The fixed petition up to here.
Okay.
The settee here, TV set. So it's basically a little apartment. The typical Bering Yacht customer is usually experienced and own the boat or used to own the boat, and they know very well what they want. Some people come from the sailboat. Some people come from several circumnavigations on the sailboat. They know the sea, they know what it offers sometimes, and they come to us consciously choosing safest boat with the maximum function.
Bering does just about everything under one roof, and I mean everything, from the naval architecture, electrical and mechanical engineering, to the interior design, furniture production and outfitting. Doing everything under one roof is much more cost effective than outsourcing, but it also ensures reliability and repeatability. Just two reasons why Alexei prefers to focus on semi-custom production rather than full custom.
It's too expensive to build custom. Now we formatted our line of products. We got 7 models, which we want to diminish down to 5 under 24 meters, and we have 4 models over 24 meters. Yes, we're customizing interiors because we have long list of options we offer, and customer can suggest his own option, but we will not modify the hull and superstructure.
With the veneer, we match the orange color because the client likes the orange colors. And second veneer, we use this one especially for the door jamb, some inside niche, some contrast area.
Turkey is among the 3 biggest yacht producers in the world now, and the Antalya Free Zone claims that revenues from yacht production has exceeded $1.4 billion over the last 2 decades or so. There's no doubt that this part of Turkey is now a major international hub for superyacht production, with some 40 companies working on site, half of which are foreign capitalized, like Bering Yachts. It's my guess that with new build slots in Europe full for the next 2 or 3 years at least, pre-owned yachts in very short supply, and no sign of enthusiasm for explorer yachts waning, that Bering is ideally placed to step into that void and perhaps grow its order book even more.
Antalya Free Zone is developing rapidly. So the zone is growing, and right now the biggest problem for us here is a shortage of spaces. We're occupying 6 sheds, and we keep busy another few sheds with our subcontractors. However, we limited with space, and we went to Istanbul. We're building 2 boats in Istanbul, and we open up facility in Bulgaria and starting operation next month with construction of 2 boats there.
You're going through something of a boom at the moment. The market is good. How do you see the brand in 5 years' time?
Basically, we need to understand we're building a hardware. The boat is nothing but the hardware. And we learn that people don't know how properly to use the boat or how not to use the boat, what to do on the boat, where to go, and what to see there. So they need some sort of organization and support. We go in this direction.
So this is a service which you're going to provide your customers?
Yeah, we have a program, Buy to Charter. So first of all, you're buying it as a business, not as a pleasure yacht. I think it's very wise way to buy a boat. It's not wasteful. The boat is not sitting while you cannot use it. The boat is in use. The boat is bringing pleasure to someone else, and it's available for you when you need it in the mint condition.
European owners tend to come to Turkey to buy a cheaper boat. And that's principally because labor costs here are much lower than they are in Europe. But a question that I'm often asked is, yeah, right, we know about the price, but what about the quality? Well, what I can say is that, yes, that used to be the case, and build quality was inferior to European standards once upon a time. But that's changing, and it's changing fast. And some shipyards nowadays do offer a build quality equal to, if not better than, some Italian brands, for example. Now, my Italian friends probably aren't going to thank me very much for saying that, but that's just what I've observed after coming to Turkey and visiting the shipyards here for some 20 years or more.